First contact, an unexpected alien arrival. The night sky over New Mexico shimmered with countless stars, a celestial tapestry that had captivated humanity for millennia. Dr. Samantha Chen, lead astronomer at the Sunspot Solar Observatory, leaned back in her chair, stretching her tired muscles after hours of poring over data. Her eyes flickered to the large monitor displaying real-time feed from the observatory's array of telescopes. Suddenly, a bright flash caught her attention. Samantha leaned forward, her heart racing as she zoomed in on the anomaly. It wasn't a supernova or a gamma-ray burst. It was something entirely different. The object was moving and fast. "Hey, Mike," she called out to her colleague. "Come take a look at this." Mike Reeves, a lanky postdoc with a perpetual 5 o'clock shadow, hurried over. His eyes widened as he saw the screen. "What the hell is that?" Samantha shook her head, her fingers flying over the keyboard as she ran calculations. "I don't know, but it's heading straight for Earth, and it's decelerating." Over the next few hours, observatories around the world confirmed Samantha's findings. An unidentified object, roughly the size of a football field, was approaching Earth at an impossible speed. As dawn broke over New Mexico, the object entered Earth's atmosphere, its trajectory bringing it to a perfect landing in the desert just miles from the observatory. World leaders scrambled to respond, but it was the team at Sunspot who arrived first. Samantha, Mike, and a hastily assembled group of scientists and military personnel approached a sleek, silvery craft that now rested on the desert sand. As they neared, a seam appeared in the smooth surface of the vessel. With a soft hiss, a ramp extended to the ground. Samantha's breath caught in her throat as a figure emerged, unmistakably alien, yet hauntingly familiar. The being was tall and slender, with iridescent skin that seemed to shimmer in the morning light. Its large, almond-shaped eyes were a deep, mesmerizing purple. As it descended the ramp, Samantha noticed its movements were fluid, almost graceful. To everyone's surprise, the alien spoke. Its voice was melodious, with an accent unlike any on Earth. "Greetings, people of Earth. I am Zara, emissary of the Luminary. We come in peace and hope to establish a dialogue with your world." Samantha stepped forward, her scientific curiosity overriding her fear. "Welcome to Earth, Zara. I'm Dr. Samantha Chen. We're honored to meet you." As Zara and Samantha began to converse, it became clear that the Luminary had been observing Earth for centuries. They had chosen this moment to make contact, believing humanity had reached a crucial point in its development. Over the next few days, as news of the alien arrival spread across the globe, Samantha found herself at the center of an unprecedented cultural exchange. Zara and a small team of Luminary scientists set up a base camp near the observatory, working alongside the human researchers to share knowledge and technology. Samantha was fascinated by the Luminaries' advanced understanding of astrophysics and their ability to manipulate gravity, which explained their incredible interstellar travel capabilities. In turn, Zara seemed equally intrigued by human culture, art, and emotions. One evening, as they sat watching the sunset, Zara turned to Samantha. "Your world is so vibrant, so full of life and color. On our planet, we've achieved great technological advancements, but we've lost something along the way. The intensity of your emotions, the depth of your connections, it's both beautiful and terrifying." Samantha nodded, understanding. "That's what makes us human, I suppose. Our capacity for love, joy, and even sorrow, it's what drives us forward." As the days turned into weeks, the initial excitement of first contact gave way to more complex feelings. Some humans welcomed the Luminary with open arms, eager for the advancements their technology could bring. Others viewed them with suspicion, fearing the changes their presence might bring to human society. Samantha found herself caught in the middle, acting as a bridge between the two species. She marveled at the Luminaries' technological prowess, but also recognized the value in humanity's more intuitive, emotional approach to life. One night, as Samantha was working late in the lab, she heard a commotion outside. She rushed to the window to see a group of protesters gathered at the gates of the observatory, carrying signs with xenophobic slogans. Her heart sank as she realized the challenges that lay ahead. The road to true understanding between humans and Luminari would not be easy, but Samantha was determined to see it through. As she watched Zara approach the protesters, extending a hand in peace, she felt a glimmer of hope. The first step had been taken. Now, it was up to both species to navigate the complex dance of cultural exchange, overcoming fear and misunderstanding to forge a new future together. As the stars twinkled overhead, silent witnesses to this historic moment, Samantha knew that the true test of humanity's readiness for the cosmos was just beginning. Cultural exchange, the cosmic dance. As dawn broke over the New Mexico desert, the air hummed with an energy unlike anything Earth had ever known. The Luminary ship, now dubbed Starbridge by the media, gleamed in the early morning light, its otherworldly architecture a stark contrast to the rugged landscape. Dr. Samantha Chen stood at the entrance of the newly established Interspecies Cultural Center, a state-of-the-art facility built in record time to facilitate the exchange between humans and Luminari. She took a deep breath, steeling herself for another day of breakthrough discoveries and mind-bending challenges. "Ready for another cosmic dance lesson, Sam?" Mike quipped, joining her with 2 steaming cups of coffee. Samantha chuckled, accepting the offered cup. "More like a cosmic marathon, Mike, but I wouldn't have it any other way." As they entered the building, they were greeted by a holographic display showcasing the latest joint human Luminari project, a revolutionary clean energy system that promised to end Earth's dependence on fossil fuels within a decade. "It's incredible," Mike mused, his eyes reflecting the shimmering hologram. "A month ago, this technology was beyond our wildest dreams. Now, it's on the verge of solving our energy crisis." Samantha nodded, her expression a mix of awe and concern. "It's a gift, no doubt. But we need to be careful. Rapid advancement without understanding the full implications could be dangerous." The conversation was interrupted by the arrival of Zara, the Luminari emissary. Today, she wore an iridescent robe that seemed to capture and reflect the colors around her, a visual representation of the Luminari's adaptive nature. "Good morning, Samantha, Michael," Zara greeted them, her melodious voice tinged with excitement. "We have made a fascinating discovery about the human brain's capacity for empathy. Would you join us in the neuroscience lab?" As they followed Zara, Samantha couldn't help but marvel at how quickly humans and Luminari had learned to work together. The initial fear and suspicion had given way to a cautious optimism, fueled by the rapid advancements in science, medicine, and technology that the partnership had brought. In the lab, a team of human and Luminari scientists huddled around a 3D projection of a human brain, pulsing with vibrant colors. "We've discovered that human brains have a unique ability to form deep emotional connections, not just with other humans, but potentially with any sentient being," explained Dr. Yuki Tanaka, the lead human neurologist. "It's a level of empathy we've never seen in any other species we've encountered." Zara nodded, her large purple eyes shimmering with fascination. "This explains so much about your art, your music, your literature. You have an incredible capacity to imagine and feel beyond yourselves." As the implications of this discovery sank in, Samantha felt a surge of pride in humanity. Despite all their flaws and conflicts, humans possessed a gift that could bridge the gap between worlds. The day continued with a whirlwind of activities. Samantha attended a demonstration of Luminari gravity manipulation technology, which promised to revolutionize space travel and construction. She then led a workshop on human emotional expression, teaching a group of curious Luminari about the nuances of laughter, tears, and everything in between. As evening approached, Samantha found herself in the center's atrium, surrounded by a mixed group of humans and Luminari engaged in animated conversation. The air buzzed with a blend of human languages and the melodic tones of Luminari speech. Suddenly, a commotion near the entrance caught everyone's attention. A group of protesters had managed to breach security, waving signs denouncing the alien presence on Earth. "Go home, space invaders," one man shouted, his face contorted with fear and anger. Before security could intervene, Zara stepped forward, her calm demeanor a stark contrast to the chaos around her. She raised her hands in a gesture of peace and, to everyone's amazement, began to sing. The song was unlike anything Samantha had ever heard. It seemed to resonate on a frequency that bypassed the ears and went straight to the heart. As Zara's voice filled the atrium, the protesters' anger visibly melted away, replaced by expressions of wonder and confusion. When the last note faded, there was a moment of profound silence. Then, slowly, one of the protesters stepped forward, tears streaming down his face. I'm sorry," he stammered. "I was so afraid. But your song, I felt your intentions, your hope for peace. How is that possible?" Zara smiled gently. "Music is a universal language, a bridge between hearts and minds. On our world, we use it not just for entertainment, but for healing and understanding." As security quietly escorted the now calm protesters out, Samantha approached Zara, her mind racing with the implications of what she'd just witnessed. "Zara, that was incredible. Could this be related to our discovery about human empathy?" Zara nodded, her expression thoughtful. "I believe so, Samantha. It seems that humans and Luminari may be more compatible than we initially thought. Your capacity for empathy, combined with our ability to project emotions through sound, the potential is enormous." As night fell over the desert, Samantha stood on the roof of the cultural center, gazing at the stars. The events of the day swirled in her mind, the scientific breakthroughs, the cultural exchanges, and the powerful demonstration of music's ability to bridge the gap between species. She realized that humanity stood on the brink of a new era. The challenges ahead were daunting, but the possibilities were endless. As a shooting star streaked across the sky, Samantha made a silent wish, not for herself, but for the future of both species, united in their quest for understanding and growth. Little did she know that this cosmic dance was about to take an unexpected turn, one that would test the limits of human resilience and luminary wisdom alike. Cosmic synergy, humanity's quantum leap. The Arizona sun blazed overhead as Dr. Samantha Chen stepped out of the newly christened Stardate Labs, a cutting-edge research facility born from the collaboration between humanity and the luminary. The air shimmered with heat, but inside, a revolution was brewing, one that promised to redefine the very fabric of human existence. "Quantum entanglement on a macroscopic scale," Samantha muttered, still processing the implications of their latest breakthrough. She glanced at her smartwatch, its holographic display pulsing with notifications from eager scientists around the globe. As she walked towards the Interspecies Cultural Center, now a hub of frenetic activity, Samantha couldn't help but marvel at how much had changed in just a few short months. The skyline of the once sleepy desert town now boasted gleaming spires of luminary architecture, seamlessly blended with human design, a visual testament to the cosmic synergy unfolding on Earth. Inside the center, she was greeted by a cacophony of sounds, human languages mingling with the melodic tones of luminary speech, punctuated by the occasional beep and whir of advanced technology. The atrium's central hologram displayed a real-time visualization of the global mood, a swirling vortex of colors representing the collective emotional state of humanity. "Dr. Chen," called out a voice. Samantha turned to see Zara approaching, the luminary's iridescent skin shimmering with excitement. "We've just received confirmation from the International Space Station. The quantum communication array is online and functioning at 100% efficiency." Samantha's eyes widened. "Already? But that means—" "Instantaneous communication across vast distances," Zara finished, her purple eyes twinkling. "The implications for space exploration, for connecting our worlds, are beyond imagination." As they made their way to the main conference room, Samantha's mind raced with possibilities. The quantum entanglement breakthrough wasn't just about communication. It held the key to unlocking the mysteries of consciousness itself. The conference room was packed with a diverse group of human and luminary scientists, all buzzing with anticipation. At the center of the room stood a device that looked deceptively simple, a sleek, silver cylinder about the size of a coffee thermos. Dr. Yuki Tanaka, the lead neurologist, stepped forward. "Ladies, gentlemen, and our esteemed luminary colleagues," she began, her voice trembling slightly with excitement. "What you see before you is the culmination of our joint efforts, the Quantum Consciousness Amplifier, or QCA." A murmur rippled through the crowd. Samantha leaned forward, her heart pounding. "This device," Yuki continued, "utilizes the principles of quantum entanglement to enhance and extend human consciousness. In our initial trials, subjects have reported experiences of expanded awareness, heightened empathy, and even glimpses beyond our physical reality." The room erupted in a mix of gasps, excited chatter, and skeptical murmurs. Samantha's mind reeled at the implications. If this technology could be perfected and safely implemented, it could represent the next step in human evolution. As the presentation continued, detailing the technical aspects of the QCA, Samantha found herself lost in thought. The potential benefits were enormous: enhanced problem-solving abilities, deeper understanding between individuals and cultures, perhaps even a path to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. But the risks were equally staggering. What if this power fell into the wrong hands? What if it altered human nature in unforeseen ways? Her reverie was interrupted by a gentle touch on her arm. Zara looked at her with understanding in her alien eyes. "You're concerned," the luminary observed. Samantha nodded. "This is a monumental leap, Zara. Are we ready for it?" Zara's expression turned thoughtful. "My people faced similar questions when we first developed consciousness-altering technology. It changed us profoundly, opening our minds to the vastness of the cosmos. But it also led us to lose touch with some of the raw emotions and experiences that make life so vibrant, something we've rediscovered through our interactions with humans." The conversation was cut short as alarms suddenly blared throughout the facility. Red lights flashed, and a voice boomed over the intercom: "Security breach in Sector 7. All personnel evacuate immediately." Chaos erupted as people rushed towards the exits. Samantha and Zara exchanged a worried glance before sprinting towards Sector 7, the highly secure area where the most sensitive luminary human joint projects were housed. As they approached, they saw a group of armed individuals in unmarked black uniforms attempting to breach the main vault. Among them, to Samantha's shock, was a familiar face: Dr. Marcus Webb, a brilliant but notoriously unstable physicist who had been dismissed from the program months ago. "Marcus," Samantha called out, her voice cutting through the chaos. "What are you doing?" The man turned, his eyes wild with a mix of fear and determination. "What needs to be done, Samantha? This technology, it's too powerful to be controlled by any single group. It needs to be free, available to all of humanity." Before anyone could react, Marcus activated a device on his wrist. A blinding flash of light engulfed the area, accompanied by a deafening boom. When Samantha's vision cleared, she saw that the vault door had been blown open, and Marcus and his team were already inside. As security forces converged on the scene, Samantha realized with growing horror that the QCA prototype was stored in that vault. If Marcus succeeded in stealing it, the consequences could be catastrophic. The next few moments were a blur of action. Samantha found herself working alongside Zara and the security team, utilizing a combination of human ingenuity and luminary technology to outmaneuver the intruders. In the heat of the confrontation, she witnessed firsthand the power of the human-luminary partnership, their complementary strengths creating a formidable force. As the dust settled and the last of the intruders were apprehended, Samantha stood in the wreckage of the vault, the QCA prototype clutched protectively in her arms. The device hummed softly, seemingly unaware of the chaos it had sparked. Looking around at the mix of human and luminary faces, all displaying various shades of shock, relief, and determination, Samantha realized that this was just the beginning. The path ahead would be fraught with challenges, ethical dilemmas, and unforeseen obstacles. But it was a path that humans and Luminari would walk together, their cosmic dance continuing to evolve and transform both species in ways they could scarcely imagine. As the facility slowly returned to normal, Samantha caught Zora's eye. The Luminari nodded solemnly, a silent acknowledgement of the gravity of their shared responsibility. Together, they would navigate this new frontier, pushing the boundaries of science, consciousness, and interspecies cooperation. The quantum leap had begun, and there was no turning back. Nebula Nexus, the cosmic awakening. The quantum consciousness amplifier hummed softly in the center of the room, its sleek surface reflecting the concerned faces of those gathered around it. Dr. Samantha Chen stood at the forefront, her eyes fixed on the holographic display hovering above the device. The air crackled with tension and anticipation. "Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed Luminari colleagues," Samantha began, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "What you're about to witness is unprecedented in human history. Today, we attempt to establish the first conscious quantum link between a human mind and the cosmic web." A murmur rippled through the assembled group of scientists, government officials, and Luminari representatives. Among them stood Zara, her iridescent skin shimmering with an intensity that betrayed her own excitement and apprehension. The events of the past few weeks had been a whirlwind. Following the attempted theft of the HFY, security measures had been drastically increased. But more importantly, the incident had accelerated the timeline for the first human trial. The world was on edge, divided between those eagerly awaiting the next step in human evolution and those fearing the consequences of tampering with the very fabric of consciousness. Samantha took a deep breath, steeling herself for what was to come. She had volunteered to be the first test subject, despite the protests of her colleagues. "It has to be me," she had argued. "I understand the risks, and I'm prepared for whatever we might discover." Now, as she settled into the specially designed interface chair, electrodes being carefully attached to her temples and spine, Samantha couldn't help but feel a flutter of fear. What if Marcus had been right? What if his power was too much for humanity to handle? Zara approached, placing a comforting hand on Samantha's arm. "Remember," the Luminari said softly, her melodic voice soothing Samantha's nerves, "your mind is the bridge. Trust in your humanity, in your capacity for empathy and understanding. It will guide you through the cosmic currents." Samantha nodded, grateful for the friend's presence. As the final preparations were made, she closed her eyes, focusing on her breathing. The room fell silent, save for the steady beep of monitoring equipment. Initiating quantum link in 3, 2, 1. A surge of energy coursed through Samantha's body, and suddenly, her consciousness exploded outward. The confines of her physical form fell away, and she found herself adrift in an ocean of light and information. Billions of glowing strands stretched out in all directions, pulsing with life and knowledge. "My God," Samantha gasped, her voice echoing strangely in the vast expanse. It's beautiful." As she floated in this cosmic web, Samantha began to understand. Each strand represented a connection between atoms, between planets, between galaxies, and somehow, incredibly, she could sense the faintest whispers of other consciousnesses, alien minds scattered across the universe. With growing excitement, Samantha reached out, allowing her thoughts to flow along these quantum pathways. Instantly, she was inundated with a flood of information and sensations. She saw the birth of stars, felt the gravitational pull of black holes, and witnessed the intricate dance of subatomic particles. But it wasn't just the physical universe that revealed itself. Samantha found herself touching minds, experiencing flashes of alien emotions and thoughts. She felt the collective hopes, fears, and dreams of countless civilizations, each unique, yet connected in this vast cosmic tapestry. Back in the lab, The assembled team watched in awe as the holographic display erupted with a dazzling array of colors and patterns, reflecting the incredible journey of Samantha's consciousness. Zara's eyes widened in recognition. "It's just like the ancient legends of our people," she whispered. "The Nebula Nexus, a plane of existence where all consciousness converges." As minutes stretched into hours, Samantha delved deeper into the cosmic web. She discovered hidden wormholes, witnessed the echoes of the universe's birth, and even glimpsed possible futures branching out in infinite directions. But more than that, she began to understand the true nature of reality, a vast, interconnected symphony of energy and consciousness. Suddenly, a familiar presence brushed against her mind. "Marcus?" Samantha reached out, surprised to find the consciousness of her former colleague intertwined with the cosmic web. "I'm sorry, Samantha," Marcus's thoughts echoed. "I was wrong to try and steal the HCA. I see now that this knowledge, this connection, it's not something to be hoarded or controlled. It's a gift, meant to be shared with all of humanity, with all conscious beings." Before Samantha could respond, she felt a gentle tug, pulling her back towards her physical form. The lab came into focus around her, faces peering down with a mixture of concern and awe. "Dr. Chen, can you hear me?" Dr. Tanaka's voice sounded distant, as if coming from underwater. Samantha blinked, her mind still reeling from the experience. I'm here," she managed, her voice hoarse. It was incredible. As the team helped her up and began to run tests, Samantha's gaze locked with Zora's. The luminary's eyes shimmered with understanding. "You've seen it, haven't you?" Zara asked softly. "The true nature of our existence." Samantha nodded, tears welling in her eyes. "We're all connected, Zara. Not just humans and luminary, but every conscious being in the universe. The Nebula Nexus, it's real, and it's beautiful beyond imagination." In the days that followed, as Samantha's experience was analyzed and the data poured over, the implications of the quantum consciousness amplifier became clear. This wasn't just a scientific breakthrough, it was the dawn of a new era for humanity. The ability to access the Nebula Nexus opened up unprecedented possibilities. Instantaneous communication across vast distances, a deeper understanding of the universe's fundamental laws, and the potential for peaceful cooperation with other alien civilizations were just the beginning. But with these possibilities came new challenges. How would humanity handle this expanded consciousness? How could they ensure that this power was used responsibly for the benefit of all? As Samantha stood before the United Nations, preparing to address the world about her experience and the path forward, she felt the weight of responsibility on her shoulders. But she also felt hope for a future where humanity would take its place among the stars, not as conquerors, but as conscious, connected beings in a vast and wondrous cosmos. "People of Earth," she began, her voice ringing out across the globe, "we stand at the threshold of a new chapter in our existence. The Nebula Nexus awaits, inviting us to join a cosmic community beyond our wildest dreams. Let us step forward with courage, wisdom, and above all, with the empathy and understanding that makes us human." As her words echoed around the world, Samantha knew that this was just the beginning. The cosmic awakening had begun, and humanity's greatest adventure was about to unfold. Cosmic harmony, the galactic symphony, the colossal amphitheater, a marvel of human and luminary engineering, pulsed with anticipation. Billions across Earth and countless alien worlds watched through quantum-linked feeds as Dr. Samantha Chen took center stage. The event, humanity's official induction into the Galactic Concord, a cosmic alliance of sentient species united through the Nebula Nexus. Samantha's heart raced as she gazed upon the diverse audience. Luminary delegates shimmered beside stoic Zyraxian crystals. Gaseous nebulites swirled in containment fields next to the towering, tree-like arboreans. And at the heart of it all, humanity, represented by individuals from every corner of the globe. "Fellow sentients of the cosmos," Samantha began, her voice resonating through the quantum-amplified sound system. "Today, we embark on an unprecedented journey of unity and discovery. As she spoke, the air around her shimmered, and suddenly holographic representations of Earth's journey appeared. From the first luminary contact to the development of the quantum consciousness amplifier, each milestone danced in vivid detail. In mere years, we've leaped from a species bound by gravity to one that surfs the quantum waves of the universe, Samantha continued. But our greatest achievement isn't technological. It's the expansion of our empathy, our understanding, our very consciousness. The holograms shifted, showing the intricate web of the nebula nexus, pulsing with the collective thoughts and emotions of countless beings. Through the nexus, we've learned that the universe isn't cold and empty, but alive with consciousness. We've discovered that every thought, every emotion, contributes to a grand cosmic symphony. As if on cue, a haunting melody filled the air, the song of creation, as the luminary called it. It was a complex harmony of tones, representing the fundamental frequencies of the universe itself. Samantha closed her eyes, allowing the music to wash over her, feeling the vibrations resonate with her very being. When she opened them again, she saw tears in the eyes of many audience members, human and alien alike. The song had touched something universal, something beyond words or individual species. But our journey is far from over, Samantha continued, her voice strong with purpose. As we join the galactic concord, we bring with us uniquely human gifts, our creativity, our resilience, our capacity for love and growth. And in return, we open ourselves to the wisdom of the cosmos. Suddenly, a murmur rippled through the crowd. Above the stage, the air began to shimmer and twist, forming into a swirling vortex of light and color. Gasps of awe and wonder echoed through the amphitheater as a being of pure energy emerged. A cosmic elder, one of the ancient guardians of the nebula nexus. Its voice, when it spoke, wasn't heard so much as felt, resonating in the minds of all present. Humans of Earth, the elder's thoughts boomed. Your species has shown remarkable growth and potential, but with great power comes great responsibility. Are you prepared for the trials that lie ahead? Samantha stepped forward, her voice unwavering. We are, honored elder. We've learned that true strength lies not in domination, but in harmony. We're ready to play our part in the cosmic orchestra. The elder's form pulsed with approval. Then let the galactic symphony begin. What followed was beyond anything humanity had ever experienced. The elder, Samantha, and representatives from each alien species present joined in a telepathic link, their consciousnesses merging through the nebula nexus. Together, they began to sing, not with voices, but with pure thought and emotion. The song of creation swelled, now infused with the unique essence of each participating species. Humans contributed their passion and creativity, Luminari their wisdom and serenity, Zeraxians their logic and precision, and so on. The resulting harmony was indescribably beautiful, a perfect blend of diversity and unity. As the cosmic symphony reached its crescendo, something extraordinary happened. The collective consciousness of the participants, amplified by the nexus, began to reshape reality itself. The amphitheater dissolved around them, replaced by a breathtaking vista of the cosmos. Stars danced, galaxies swirled, and new worlds were born before their very eyes. In that moment, humanity truly understood its place in the universe, not as conquerors or even explorers, but as co-creators, vital threads in the grand tapestry of existence. As the vision faded and the participants returned to normal consciousness, there wasn't a dry eye in the amphitheater. The experience had been transformative, a glimpse of the infinite possibilities that lay ahead. Samantha, her mind still reeling from the cosmic journey, stepped forward once more. "This is our future," she declared, her voice filled with emotion. Not a future of conflict or competition, but one of harmony and co-creation. Together, we will compose the next movement of the universe's grand symphony. The applause that followed wasn't just a celebration of humanity's induction into the galactic concord. It was a joyous affirmation of life itself, of the boundless potential that exists when diverse beings come together in pursuit of understanding and growth. As the ceremony concluded, Samantha found herself surrounded by beings from across the cosmos, each eager to share thoughts and experiences. She marveled at how far they'd come, from a species alone in the night sky to active participants in a galactic community. Zara, her luminary friend who had been with her from the beginning, approached with a smile. "And so the cosmic dance continues," she said, her eyes twinkling with shared understanding. Samantha nodded, feeling a profound sense of peace and purpose. "Indeed it does," she replied, "and the music has only just begun." As they gazed up at the star-filled sky, now teeming with possibility, Samantha realized that this wasn't an ending, but a beginning. Humanity's greatest adventure, their role in the cosmic harmony, was just starting to unfold. The universe, vast and wondrous, awaited, and together, united in empathy and understanding, they would compose a future more beautiful than any single species could imagine alone.